Hi, welcome to my channel. So today is more like a bit of a thrift haul because I picked up a few really good secondhand, or I found some really good secondhand pieces. So I thought I'd make a video out of it. So here we are. So I'll quickly jump into it and let's start off with bags. So I feel, I found some really good bags. So I cannot help myself. At the moment, I feel like I don't want to jinx it, but at the moment, I do feel like I am at what you call is a purse piece because I realize I have lots of bags. Yeah, just too much bags, so there's no way that I would be use them all. So yeah, just way too much. Almost 35 handbags, so that's a lot. Anyway, let's go over these bags that I recently picked up. I picked them up within a week or 2 weeks. I love them. So first one is from C by Chloe. It is a vintage bag and look at the detail. So this is what really caught me. The logo, it's sort of like the graphic logo, and if I can, yeah, can you see the stitching? Love that detail. It's a cute small tote bag, so it's not too big. I was looking for more like a pop of red or a pop of color in my, to cooperate with my outfit, and I think this fits the bill. Basically it's just an everyday bag. It's not too big. I didn't want a big bag, so, and this one has a bit of a slouchy feel to it. Strap drop is long enough for me to wear it as a shoulder bag, which is like this, which is perfect as well. It's not big enough and not too obnoxious enough for me to carry as a, like a top handle. So it's a cute bag. It's big enough and roomy enough to that for me to carry a lot of things. So I've just used this bag here this morning. So I've got my big pouch, my big wallet, and my sunglasses and tissue. Yeah, and there's still a bit of room. This is actually a functional pocket, so I can, like train ticket. I won't call. We don't use train ticket. Maybe an Opal card or anything small. I can fit it in here. Inside there is an internal zip compartment. That one there, and also other two pockets. I think this pocket here, can you see it? Was for a phone pocket, which I cannot believe how small the phone was back then. But yeah, so yeah, it's quite roomy enough, and it's just a perfect size for every day. So um, something for me to carry like this, perfect. Or something easy grab and go. I can just grab it out the door and carry it like, there I go. So and the color is in a deep kind of red, which I like. Now, this is a vintage bag, of course, and I got this from Depop. I bargained this down, I think down to 120 plus $15-12 postage. There are still, a bit of wear, so some corner wear around here, and I think a bit of top, but that does not bother me. It's already like been used, so because of that mentality, I actually don't feel like I need to baby it. So I'm quite carefree when I use this. So yeah, what can I say? I really like this bag, and it fulfills, my requirement. Anyway, let's move on to bag number 2. It is this gorgeous Orton bag. So this is a vintage Orton bag. Now, if you're not familiar with Orton, basically Orton is an Australian brand. I think it is a sort of like a heritage Australian brand. I would say it is equivalent to Coach, but not, at that high level as Coach. Just a bit of context, I am into vintage or pre-loved bags nowadays, um, because I realized there are so many great pieces out there in the vintage market or in the pre-loved market. It makes me question, why do I need to go and buy a brand new bag? And I've been enjoying having these vintage bags. So since this journey of looking for vintage or secondhand bags has taken me to this bag by Orton. Now, I think the collector in me, prompted me. I should be really have a vintage Orton bag in my collection. I have not come across many that caught my attention until this one. Look at this one. This one is in a dark brown chocolate, but what really caught me is the white stitching. Just that beautiful detail. And when I received it, I'm just amazed how soft and supple it is. I thought it would be quite a stiff and structured bag, but it's really nice and soft. Oh, hang on, I got stuffing inside. The shape of it is like a frame. You know how a clutch frame? It is zipped closure. Inside is with its signature lining, with pockets, and quite roomy. All right, it's a bit dirty inside. Just a few dirt. It's not really stained, but just dirty. I haven't looked at it thoroughly, but yeah. And overall, it's in an amazing condition, almost like near new. Actually, no, there's some wear on here, but other than that, it's in an amazing condition, and I simply adore this bag. It has a retro vibe to it, in my opinion. Um, yeah, and it is long enough to wear as a shoulder bag, which is like this. It's simply adorable. I did bargain this down. So how much did I bargain down to for? The seller listed it's quite a pricey price, but I bargained it down to 150 plus postage. So altogether, I think I pay around 170 Australian dollars, which to me is fine for a unique piece like this. I was hoping that it would be made in Australia, but unfortunately, no. The tag said that it was made in China, which is all right with me because I think there was from certain period of time, a lot of bags by Oroton were made in Australia. Then obviously, due to cost cutting and labor, they moved their manufacturing to China. So, but anyway, overall, I think it's still a beautiful, great quality piece of a bag, and I simply adore this bag. We have, I would say, my best find, because it was on my wish list for some time, and I just found it at to me at a really good price. So this was on my wish list, which is the Balenciaga City bag, in a perforated leather. Look at that! How beautiful the detail. When I received this bag, it exceeded my expectation. I was never a fan of perforated leather until I've seen this one and I realized how good it is. It just creates a different dimension texture to the bag, and I love how slouchy. This is how slouchy it is, and supple. The leather is amazing. It's just so soft and slouchy. Even the handle is so soft. So it comes with a shoulder strap as well, like that. Which, look at that, it's quite slouchy. Or I can wear it as a crossbody, but I don't do crossbody nowadays. I tend to be, my first option is shoulder. So shoulder bag, and look at that. Perfect. How perfect is that? Or on the crook of my arm, then the shoulder if I need to keep my, hands free. I just, I cannot rave enough about this bag, how much I adore it. I think this is my I don't know, ultimate bag current, like as of now. Yeah, I just love, like if you've been watching my video and how much I've been raving about slouchy style and that sort of thing, this fits the bill. A bit of hardware, slouchy texture, design, such a cool vibe. This bag gives me a cool girl vibe. Love it, and it's not too big. It's not. I don't know what size this is. Made in the early 2000s, so it's just the right size. It's big and roomy. Overall condition is quite. It's great actually. There was some corner wear, but I have used the leather polish, so it looks pretty good now. All these corner wears, they look pretty good. The leather on this, beautiful. Handle again, beautiful. It's just the inside is, let me remove this, but inside is fabric lined. There is some peeling, like fabric peeling in the material, which I don't mind, doesn't bother me. There is a zip pocket there. Now I believe this bag, maybe I'm wrong, came with, it was meant to come with these, these leather straps. But no, so I've actually, this is just for practicality, not really for decoration. So I have some spare leather strings. So I tie this up to make it easier for me to, a bit more practical. But other than that, it's a beautiful bag. Love it. Love, love, love this bag. Oh, yes. I think, based on what I've seen, this is the cheapest one I found around. So there is a bit of a trend with this style, with this bag now. So the price is quite high. So I got this from Depop, and I bargained it down to $530 plus postage. So altogether I pay 540, 540, 540, almost just over 540 Australian dollars, which I thought such a steal, such a steal. So I love it. So this is a great find. Love it. And I can wear this whether it's all seasons, all year round. Yeah, just love it. So over the weekend on Saturday, I went to Glee Market and I picked up a few goodies. Now, I haven't been to Glee Market for a long time, so I was so excited. Glee Market, they have, like, I would say 65% of the store holders are selling secondhand clothing. I didn't pick up, I didn't pick up any clothing because, first of all, I had limited hours or time that I can spend there. And clothing, I just was too lazy because clothing you literally would have to dig through. So I didn't pick up, and I was just too lazy to go through them. But I did pick up a bag, which I thought, I was so excited because it's such a great piece. And I got it for $25, which I thought was a bargain. So it is this beautiful vintage Guess bag. It's in a patent leather, quite structure, very Y2K vibe, and it has this thin shoulder strap, and the width is quite thin too. Now, I'm not a big fan of Guess as a brand in general, especially in their bags. If you've seen their bags, most of their bags, they always have this really big heavily branded like logos all over, but I thought this is such a nice, simple, minimalistic, which is my vibe, design, and I just love the look of it. It was dirty when I saw it, but I knew, when I was looking at it, I knew some of the marks or stain was like, to me, was like can easily wipe off, which was correct when I got home. So I gave it a good clean, and overall it's in a beautiful, beautiful condition. Just some slight scratches, but that's fine. That's just the nature of patent leather. So overall it's beautiful. Other flaw is this, I think, can you see that? This has tear off from the actual, like this bit here where it holds the leather bit, which is not that noticeable to me. I mean, I didn't notice of that until I got home and started to inspect the bag and started to clean it. So it was fine. Because of the thin width, and it also has a divider in here, which again, the design, anything with divider limits its capacity. So it has this middle zip compartment in here, dividers, and two main compartments, a zip compartment and a small pocket, which to me another like was a holder for the phone. Because of its small width, it cannot hold as much as like the red bag, but that doesn't bother me because it actually still can hold a lot of essential things like my phone, tissue, small pouch, lip gloss, and my sunglasses. And yeah, other than that, it's meant to be a small, bag, and it's quite comfortable to carry, and it's very light. So I love this bag. Every time I look at it, it makes me happy. So I know I am in love with this bag. Love it. This is the best find on that day for me. From Glee Market, I also picked up a few other pieces. With the next item are a pair of Louis Vuitton mules, which was a bit of a surprising. So let me show you, which are these ones. Look how gorgeous they are. So these are a pair of vintage Louis Vuitton mules, mid heels height. So they're in like a very, what you call a slightly more slender block heels. And so this is the navy color. So this is monogram canvas, and believe it or not, these are 36 and a half. I'm normally a 35. So when I first saw them, I go, 36 and a half, not my size. I walked away. On my way out, I saw them again. I go, they look kind of small. Maybe they fit me. So I tried them on, and I wouldn't say they are perfect fit, but they fit me nonetheless. I was so surprised. So based on this, and what my understanding here, a few vintage LV shoes, or even vintage shoes itself, especially the ones with the pointed toe, they're narrow. I mean, they're small made. So any old or vintage shoes, they're quite small made. So I was very happy that they fit me. Not really fit, but I have my preference. But they feel really comfortable. I knew I can get away with them by having an insole or gel cushion, and that would be perfect. And it worked out so well for me. These were from, how season or actual store. They actually from a proper seller. So these are not like from people like you and I. So he wanted for $400, which I was willing to pay anyway. But because we are in a market kind of environment, I bargained it down. Anyway, what led me to his store was, let me finish the story, was because of this belt. I saw this belt, so I was like, let me think about it. I went away, and on my way out, I knew that I would stop by to look at this belt. And I love this, again, something about white stitching gets me in it every time. So it's an old leather belt, quite wide, and it has this white stitching. He wanted this for $25, so I bargained the shoes down to 350 AUD, so 350 Australian dollars. And then I even asked further to throw in this belt for free. So that's how I got. So I thought I got myself a good deal. So 350 pair of shoes and this belt. And yeah, I simply these are, I love them. They're really good. I do have a soft spot for vintage Louis Vuitton, any mule style like this. So yeah, I'm happy I got my shoes. Right, we're down to two last items that I picked up from Glee, and they are necklaces. So I don't know if you watched my previous one of my previous videos, but I did say that I am into silver nowadays. So I picked up this one, and I thought it's such a lovely piece. Basically, it has this I don't know what you call them, but yeah, it's from stainless steel, so it's not really silver. And basically, that's how it looks. Just beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, and from the same seller, I also picked up this necklace, which I thought was such a unique piece that I hardly come across of. And it is this necklace here. So it's got this piece, this pendant, and you actually literally hook on. And let me show you, that's how you secure it. And that's how it looks. Sorry, that's my microphone there, but that's how it looks. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. So I've been wearing this a few times already over my black top or my brown knitted t-shirt, and it's just beautiful. It helps to lift up and elevate the look. And yeah, well, I hope you like my goodies. And I was just, when I saw these, I go, oh, I need to make a video of them because they're just such good finds, and I simply adore these pieces that I've shown you today. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for spending your time with me. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.